What did your study in Brazil reveal about some of the main negative impacts on the population of the World Cup there?
We conducted a series of stakeholder meetings in Brazil earlier this year with probably up to about 50 different stakeholders from all different sectors, so from government, civil society, business, academia, union movements, etc. And in addition to that, we also commissioned a report from Reporter Brazil, which is a Brazilian think tank. And they identified 6 main risk areas, one of which also came out very, very strongly in our discussions with the stakeholders, which was issues around housing rights and forced evictions. But other key areas came out which were decent work, particularly in the construction of the venues, the rights of adolescents and children, the rights of migrant workers, the right to protest and infringements on that, particularly ahead of the Confederations Cup, and the rights of stakeholders in the city. And in relation to the rights of children, there were a few issues that were particularly raised of concern by Reporter Brazil. Some of these pertain to issues around the role of itinerant workers, who were young kids who were selling, probably 16, 17-year-olds who were selling alcoholic beverages and maybe without adult supervision. So that was one of the key areas. But I think probably the overarching concern was the issue around forced evictions, and obviously they had huge impacts for children as well in terms of their education and health and personal development.
At the moment, is there any facility to share information between different organisers of mega sporting events?
As far as we're aware, particularly in the human rights domain, no, there's no facility for cross-sector learning. We had interviews with various organisers from the Olympic bodies, and they had not even been communicating directly with their FIFA counterparts. But more generally speaking, across different mega sporting events, no. And for that reason, the Institute for Human Rights and Business has been exploring the idea of developing a knowledge hub, perhaps starting off with a website that we're doing, which would be, if you like, a way for knowledge from different stakeholders, whether that be from civil society, business, sponsors, the sports governing bodies themselves, all to kind of come together and share some of their thinking to actually improve the practice and policy going forward.